So I've got a ton of creative energy and no piano. So I'm just gonna be creating content organically, like whatever comes to my head. I'm just gonna do it. Maybe I'll get through a few more of these podcast episodes while I'm here. Currently in this hotel, all of my stuff is in storage. And you know what is interesting about this situation in this time period of life is that I'm happy as a lark. I have no qualms, no issues, no sadness, no frustration with anything. Like, I don't even have an apartment right now. I don't know where I'm going to be going, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest because I've completely surrendered to the flow of life. And at this point in my life, everything is working for my good, and I believe that so wholeheartedly that there's nothing wrong. You know, being here is a part of the story. It's a part of the journey. And whenever I get where I'm going, I'll look back on this time period and I will understand why I needed to go through that and what lessons I learned and what were the positive benefits of it and all that, you know. And so that's the way I look at life, is that everything is just a part of the story. It's a part of the journey. You know, the ups, the downs, or whatever, you know, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just a way that I stay even keeled through everything is by imagining myself years in advance, years from now, looking back on this moment with fondness. And in some of my moments that I normally used to get frustrated about, um, you know, now that I've adopted that mindset, I just breeze through these things. And yeah, I've been so. If you've been following me, I pulled up a like maybe a month or two ago, I had started a new practice called daily reincarnation. And it's basically like, instead of the practice of, or the belief that when you die, you come back as something else, um, my belief in practice is that when you go to sleep at night, you wake up with a brand new life, reincarnated, where you, from that moment you wake up, are a brand new person. You're a person that has um, lived a whole life the previous day, with all its lessons, with all of its information, with all of its wisdom. All of that is inside of you, and now you wake up today a better person than you were yesterday, no matter what happened the day before, because anything that you went through, you were able to learn from it and become better because of it. And so as long as you keep that mindset, every day can be fresh. Every day can be its own thing. And it's like, when I wake up in the morning, I just have to really tap into what authentic energy I'm in and go from there. I'm not afraid of lack anymore. I do believe everything I need is already on the path. As I keep walking, I will walk into it. Um, and so I just want to, like, really encourage whoever's listening to this podcast right now that just keep going. You're on the right path. As long as you are attempting to be your most authentic self, or striving to be your most authentic self, you're on the right path. That's it. And along that journey of becoming your most authentic self, the universe is going to put things in your path to either highlight where you need to go, or show you some things about yourself, um, or put an opportunity in front of you to learn something, to expand, to grow, to stretch who you are, maybe to learn how to set some boundaries where boundaries need to be set, to highlight some things that you need to get rid of. Whatever the case may be, that's all that's happening. When you set your intentions to become your most highest self, your most authentic self, the universe also sets its intentions to help you get there. I do believe that wholeheartedly. And so God is on your side, the universe is on your side, everything you need is in your path. Just keep walking. And so we're here, man. 2025 is gonna be a beautiful year. I already feel so much energy, so much manifesting energy, so much attracting good things into my life energy. I feel wealth, I feel happiness, I feel peace, I feel the capability to help others that are in need. Um, I feel affirmations. I feel strong. I feel confident. And I feel that anyone that is attached to me will benefit from the levels that I will rise to, because as a person, um, I love, I love, I love hard, and the people that I love, I really want them to be happy. And anybody that comes into my sphere, I believe is for a reason. And so, anybody that's connecting with me right now, um, it's not by accident. The people that I'm connecting to are the people that I'm supposed to be connecting with. And so, it just, to me, it's like the year of divine timing, where it's like all the things that I've been praying for and waiting for, I'm just kind of walking into them right now. And I believe that you are too, whether you can see it or not, whether you believe it or not. It's there, it's right there. All you got to do is really just shift your perspective. And I talk about perspective a lot, but mostly because it's so important. You know, your perspective on life is everything. Your perspective on life is everything. Like, it's your reality. If you have a negative perspective, there's nothing anyone can say or do that can change it for you. You know what I mean? That has to come from inside. It's like your perspective will dictate how you move. It'll dictate how you feel. It can dictate how your body, how like sickness in your, whether your body is like going through sickness and pain. You know, it's very physiological, not just psychological and metaphysical. Like, this stuff is in your cells. It's in every cell of your body, responds to your core belief system. You know, I think I talked on the last episode about neuroplasticity and how your mind can create new neural pathways simply by believing in something. And so when you talk about things like habit and doing something over and over again, and until it becomes autopilot, where now you can do it without thinking about it. You know, it's like your brain needs to be able to focus on other things, and so your body just takes over and does the things that it knows has been ingrained into it. That's how strong your belief in positivity has to be. You know, you got to believe that everything is working for your good. You got to believe that everything you need is in your path. And when you believe that wholeheartedly, then your brain can shift its way into other things. You don't have to focus so much on the stress and the pressures and everything, that all the worries. You can just release it, you know, and yeah, let everything else happen organically the way it's supposed to. But anyway, the sun is shining, you guys. I know. I talked to one of my friends yesterday, and uh, she had on a coat, and she was looking cold. Um, I realized that it's not warm everywhere. I'm here in LA, um, but whether the sun is uh, physically shining where you are or not, the sun is shining. You feel me? Like, it's shining, proverbially shining, metaphorically shining. For me, it's shining physically as well, but you know what I mean? Either way, the sun is shining. This is our season. This is our time. So I just want to encourage everybody to keep pushing. Yeah, so I guess maybe this would be a short episode. It's always nice to see everyone's faces around the campfire, even if it's only for a little brief moment. Um, I just want to say hello. I just want to stop in and say I love y'all. I want to stop in and say that I'm thinking about starting coaching, maybe some life coaching, some positivity coaching. I just know I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of positive energy, I don't know. My wife has called it toxic positivity before, because she feels like in situations where I should be more worried, I don't worry. And I don't believe it's toxic positivity, but maybe she was just joking with me. But I do believe that for whatever reason, God made me this way, where it's ingrained in me to see the silver lining in every situation. And once I realized the power of shifting your perspective and reframing situations so that you can see that some kind of way there's good in it, it takes the power out of the negativity. And since I've been doing that, listen, my life has changed completely. I have not been sick, not one day, Not one day, not a cold, not nothing. I don't have pain in my body. I've been feeling younger, like I'm aging backwards. I have energy. Um, I, I, I just, it's a beautiful existence. I have peace no matter where I go, no matter what chaos is around me. It doesn't touch my soul. You know, there is a place deep down inside of you, inside of your soul, where you can find peace at any time simply by closing your eyes and blocking out your thoughts and connecting. And maybe sometimes it's harder than others because we always have a lot of thoughts going on, but if you sit in stillness and silence each day for even 5 minutes, you eventually become better and better at this practice of being able to just tap into your internal peace. There is a peace inside of you. There is an eternal peace inside of you that is not moved by the chaos of life, that is not moved by drama or people that are trying to move you off of your square, or that know you have triggers but still push your buttons. There's a place inside of you that is not moved by things that are happening at work with coworkers or family, friends, acquaintances, your ex, your children, your parents. Like none of that. What's going on in the media, what's going on in politics, tariffs. There's a place inside of us that is very still and steady, like the earth. And when you talk about the earth and the plants and animals, there is this distinct, like, universal law that you can feel that kind of like runs like a cord through everything, where it doesn't need a playbook. It doesn't need anybody there to guide it. Nature is its own thing. It's like the DNA is already encoded, the plan is already inside. It'll continue to evolve as time goes, and it's just very stable, very flexible, at the same time, stable and flexible, and it's a beautiful thing to see trees that are, hundreds of years old, just still standing, still rooted, and all those roots underneath the ground are connected. And, there's a documentary that I saw on Netflix that just talks about how everything is interconnected, all the trees, all the plants, all the life around the world, and how things on this side of the world can affect stuff on the other side of the world, whether it be glaciers, or, just anything, forest fires, winds, ocean currents, drought, rainfall, and stuff that happens in the Sahara Desert can have an effect over here. And it's just, once you see the beauty of how we're all connected, it's hard to unsee it. And I do feel that people are the same way. We have adopted so many ways of uh, so many ways of highlighting the differences between people that it's very unnatural. People are not different as we assume they are. A lot of us, a lot of us, we share so many similarities as people, as humans. We all want to be loved. We all want to be loved for who we are in our most authentic state. We all want someone that we can trust. We don't want to be lied to. We want to be happy. We want to be at peace. We don't like, um, you know, not being able to, not being able to depend on the people that we love. It's just that, you know, I don't know, race, ethnicity, uh, sex, gender, all these things that we pull up to fight about and to fight over. It's the weirdest thing to me. It's so silly, and it's a waste of our time. Like, we're only here on this planet for such a short, succinct period. Why do you want to waste any days of your life fighting, or why do you want to waste any days of your life living with hate in your heart towards someone that you don't even know half the time? It's just, I wish that we could spend time and see each other's souls. And I don't know, I feel like in order to really love someone, you really have to love yourself first. and we don't have enough self-love. We are so intertwined with societal norms that we don't think for ourselves. We don't spend enough time with ourselves, learning who we are, learning what we need authentically. And so, and a lot of us project. We have insecurities, and a lot of traumas that extend from our childhood. And instead of dealing with those things outright, we project in different ways onto sometimes even the people that we love. And so there's a lot of unlearning that we got to do. There's a lot of healing that we got to do as a human family. And I do believe it's my job and my purpose to help us heal as humanity. And so there's probably thousands of people out there like me, and I can't wait to connect with all of those people, all of you that are out there. I'm doing a collaboration right now with one of the girls that I met on TikTok who does positive affirmations, and I'm putting some music behind it. And I do want to be open to more collabs this year. And so, if you have some ideas on how we can collaborate to help spread a message of love and positivity, of peace around the world, and encouraging people to be their most authentic self, definitely hit me in my DMs. My DMs are open. And yeah, I love all of you guys. Wrap this one up a little early. I know I usually try to do like, actually, honestly, I never have a plan when I jump on here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just literally get on and spitball. So, but I have some work that I want to jump into while I have a lot of creative energy and a lot of free time right now, since my family is not here. So, anytime I get peace and quiet, um, I definitely want to make that as efficient, use that time efficiently. So I will catch you all on the next episode. I believe this is episode 6, so I'll catch y'all on episode 7. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I'll see you around. Later.